This is the only video you need to see if you want to know all the things about POSH Compliance Act. Hi, my name is Mohammad Abu Bakar. I'm a strategic compliance and a HR labor law expert. Many businesses come to me asking, sir, what is POSH compliance? We need to comply under POSH. Is it necessary? And so on and so forth. So I decided to put together a comprehensive video in terms of what is POSH compliance, why it is enforced, who is it applicable for, and what are the things you need to do in order to be compliant under the POSH Act. What is POSH Act? POSH stands for Prevention of Sexual Harassment in Workplaces. As the name suggests, this act is formulated to prevent any sexual harassment at workplaces for men and women. It applies to all establishment, organization and institutes who are having 10 employees and above. I have put together a 5-step process to make sure your establishment or company is compliant under the POSH Act. The first step is framing a POSH policy. Under the POSH policy, you need to frame and clearly mention what is an acceptable and a non-acceptable behavior or a norm. The second thing you need to define is what is the meaning of sexual harassment. The third thing we needs to be done under POSH policy is what is the responsibility of the employer. The fourth thing to be mentioned on the POSH policy is what is the redressal mechanism, and always make sure this policy is framed in simple understanding English or any language understood by the majority of the employees. Step 2 in being compliant with POSH Act is forming an internal committee. This committee is responsible for handling all the sexual harassment complaints and should consist of at least 4 people. These people include one senior female employee who is decided as the presiding officer. The second 2 people are any 2 service members who are working in the organization, preferably experienced in social work or committed for the cause of women. The fourth person should be an external member who is part of an NGO or an organization committed to the cause of women and women's safety and empowerment. One thing to be noted here is the external committee member should not be a part of or associated with the company previously in any form. Step 3 in compliance of POSH Act is displaying a POSH policy. In this poster, you need to mention what is POSH Act and what are the consequences of sexual harassment at workplace. Step 4 is conducting an awareness session for the employees working in an organization and also for the internal committee members. This awareness session is to educate all the employees and the internal members as to what is POSH Policy Act and what are the consequences of sexual harassment at workplace. This awareness session should be conducted at regular intervals. The organization must include real life examples. Training must communicate about the roles and the responsibility of the employees of the organization rather than being restrictive to unacceptable behaviors and norms. The managers must attend the training session as they are usually the first point of contact for aggrieved employees, along with the internal committee members to facilitate effective disposal of the harassment inquiries. Step 5 and the final step to be POSH compliant is submitting an annual report. The POSH Act mandates the employer to submit an annual report to the district officer, the deadline for which is 31st January of every year, and the report should include the following: the number of sexual harassment complaints received, the number of complaints disposed of, the number of complaints pending for resolution for more than 90 days, details of the action taken by the employer and the district officer in response of the complaint, information about workspace or awareness programs conducted by the employer, details of the employer's POSH policy, internal committee members, and the POSH training of employees and the internal committee. Consequence of non-compliance under POSH: failure to file the annual reports within the stipulated time frame, that is the 31st of January every year, may lead to penalties, potentially includes fines up to even 50,000 rupees. I hope this video helps you in gaining a deeper understanding about the POSH Policy Act. And if you want a checklist in terms of what all compliances an organization needs to follow, I have put together a checklist for you. you can click on the link available in the description and download the checklist to help you make sure that you are compliant with all the compliances mandated under the Government Act. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.